Alright. Aatrox with the Conqueror. I've actually seen Aatrox has run Ignite or Electrocute as well with the triple proc on the Qs. It does do a lot of damage. However, I do think Conqueror is more reliable as it does give you the heal as well.
For me, usually Conquerors. I always build Conquerors because sometimes just like I need lots of health because I do a lot of early poking. But
Hmm.
for this case, I feel it would be necessary for Hecarim since he probably won't need it for early game
Yeah.
since he's jungling, he's gonna take a lot of damage as well, of course.
Hmm.
So I feel that'd be it's a good keystone to get.
Yeah, and Conqueror is very strong at the moment.
Hmm.
I feel like Conqueror is a really go-to keystone for any top laner bruiser you have up there.
Yeah,
And it looks like both AD carries also running lethal tempo, going to be able to pump out a lot of damage in those team fights.
that's for sure.
And what are your thoughts on that Graves with the Electrocute?
I feel like Graves, he's gonna probably gonna deal a lot of burst damage as possible, or at least deal massive damage for any ganks he's trying to do.
Hmm.
Because in this case, as a jungler, your job is to help push lane as much as possible and not let any other team get any kills.
Yeah. And we'll just have to see how this Hecarim paths around the map because it looks like the top side will probably be the weak side for red team
Hmm.
with that Vladimir in lane.
Yep.
Looks like the red team opting to go for a looks like Tribush invade here.
No, that's interesting. It does work sometimes, I guess.
And blue team just has no vision on the bot side. This could be very deadly for them.
What do you plan to do? Hmm.
Looks like they're not going to push the red buff, and they're just gonna send that bot bush down there.
Yeah.
This could be a very late invade on the red actually as well.
Hmm.
It's looking like the blue team has no clue that this is gonna go down. They're pinging. Oh, it looks like they're starting to move.
Oh,
Let's see if this Nautilus can head the hook.
no, it's closing
Gets
in.
the hook on the Blitzcrank.
Looks like it could be. No, that's not gonna be enough to kill. Oh, hooks in. Gets Graves. Is that first blood? That's the first blood. Aw, but wait, is that another kill?
Yeah. Traded back by the Fizz and gets executed. So it wasn't all
Whoa.
lost, but
It's unfortunate because Fizz will be coming in late from some CC.
and that's actually advantageous for blue side right there as 3 summoners wasted from Van
Mm-hmm. At least Fizz wasn't killed by Blitzcrank, so Blitzcrank doesn't get any additional rewards for killing him.
But now with that flash down, it's gonna be very hard for that Fizz to go for any early kills on that LeBlanc.
That is true.
Going in for a little trade in mid lane. And it looks like Hecarim started bottom and is moving top, so we'll see if he's gonna gank that Vladimir early. See if he can make anything happen for this Aatrox.
Possibly, it seems like Aatrox is doing a decent job pushing lane right now. I think Vlad probably will engage against Aatrox when he's like next level, possibly.
And that Fizz is actually taking a lot of punishment in the mid lane, as LeBlanc does outrange him and is able to just poke him down slowly.
Yeah.
Alright, both junglers on the top side of the map right now. Both getting red and blue respectively. Let's see where they head from there. It might be a double gank top. We'll just have to wait and see as Aatrox is pushed up to the tower.
That is true. Right now, bot lane is both of them haven't done anything so far, nor poking each other as if.
But with these hook champions, it's very easy to get a kill as long as
That
you
is true. Although I think we saw earlier that both of them used like Ignite, so most likely no one's not gonna get a fishing kill. And oh, what happened there?
Yeah. And while that was happening, Graves comes up top and gets the kill on that Aatrox as he is pushed up. While down in the mid lane, looks like Fizz gets the solo kill. on LeBlanc. Yeah, Fizz with 2 kills now has a 150 gold bounty.
Yep.
And it looks like the majority of red team has a slight gold advantage, about 800 gold.
That's gonna be really good for early builds.
Yeah, especially since these guys are going for a bit of a late game, they're going to be able to accelerate their momentum.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if blue side can slow down gameplay of red side so they have the time to catch up, get the items they need, and take good fights for them. Ooh, the Hex Flash coming through, but misses and hits the minion instead. You see Hecarim possibly pathing towards the bot side. Might just go for Krugs here, but
I feel like his health is a bit too low for him to help so far. Probably if he has a little bit more, he could possibly gank bot lane.
however, if my prediction is true, I am hoping that this Hecarim does help out that bot lane a lot.
I hope so too.
Snowballing the Jinx can do a lot of great things. Looks like in the mid lane there's a little fight as nothing seems to be happening. They both don't have their sub side, so.
No, but LeBlanc is trying her best to at least deal some decent damage on Fizz. But I don't. Looks like Fizz is not allowing her to do any pokes.
Yeah. And we'll just have to
Oh, looks
see
like they're engaging bot lane. Hecarim's going for Graves. LeBlanc's coming in. Gets the hook, but Graves passes. Oh, but instead Hecarim gets killed by Graves.
Yeah, and that was just a beautiful re-engage from their red side bot lane. They had priority on the lane, so they're able to just rotate up faster.
That is true.
And we'll have to see if Fizz looks for any roams on the bot or top, because it's going to be very hard to kill that LeBlanc with her distortion.
And also Fizz has his ult right now, so he can possibly pop it in soon. Looking at top lane right now, H is gonna get his Glance Q, but Vlad uses a full ability.
Yeah, and Vladimir's going to have a rough time up here with all that just poke coming out from that Aatrox. And we do see actually that Vladimir is able to keep up with the CS, surprisingly.
That is good though.
Even with all this pressure coming to him. He did have Graves come up and help him though, so we'll have to see if the Graves continues to help out the Vladimir and try to get him more ahead than he already is.
Yeah. Is H gonna get this kill? No, it's probably too dangerous for him.
We see both junglers about to hit level 6. The Hecarim level 6 actually very deadly as he's able to just flank around people and pick up or have early setups for his team and get a lot of picks from it.
So it looks like top lane they're debating to either gank against a Vlad at the moment. Oh wait, no, never mind. They're gonna gank Aatrox.
And it looks like he's able to spot that out with an early ward in the jungle, in the river. So for now, he will be safe. However, the Ocean Dragon is up, so we'll have to see if blue team prioritizes this drag as they see 3 top.
That blue dragon is gonna be really helpful. The Ocean Dragon, I mean.
Yeah. Ocean will help a lot with the poke that red team will be able to deal out. But not too helpful as a Earth or Infernal Drake, as it does accelerate the game.
Nothing much happening so far, but currently is Fizz gonna counter LeBlanc or is LeBlanc trying to bait?
And blue team actually does spot Graves out in the jungle, so it lets the bot lane go aggressive a little bit, but Nautilus does miss the hook. And
wait, also, yep. Oh, but gets that, but bot lane gets killed. Is that double kill? Double kill. Hecarim comes to coming late. He's probably gonna kill the HC. Is he able to?
Does
Looks
heal
like
and
not.
flash away.
Yeah.
Has everything. Oh, doesn't look like
Oh.
Hecarim will be able to do much against this
No,
Xayah.
it doesn't.
He holds on to the flash, which
Yeah.
meanwhile Graves in the river starting dragon. He knows that the bot lane is still walking back from the fountain as they just died. So we'll have to see if they can do this
Make it inside.
ocean drake fast enough before the bot lane arrives with the Hecarim to stop them.
There's a possibility, but Hecarim really uses his ult, so I feel it might be dangerous for him to get the Wind Drake as possible, no, the Ocean Drake as possible. But either way, the red team received the Ocean Drake's blessings.
Yeah, and not even a smite fight there from Hecarim as he could not walk up as his bot lane was, still coming back to lane.
Fizz is going in, doing a decent poke on the Blanc.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to land that chain when Fizz can just E out of there after. And it looks like LeBlanc is gonna give up this wave down here mid as she backs a little bit early.
I don't blame her, because Fizz is really dangerous when you're really low on health.
And Fizz is able to. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
Yeah, and Fizz actually picks up that plate as well. Looks like that's the only plate in the game so far taken. Down in the bot lane, looks like Xayah already has her Essence Reaver. She's gonna be very strong in these 2v2s. It doesn't look like blue team is gonna want to take a fight right here.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at the bot lane and I'm thinking the only way they could potentially kill that Xayah is if that Hecarim comes down bot with his flash. Xayah has no fun. Oh, looks like there's some action in the top lane as Graves coming to gank for the Aatrox. Aatrox lands the third Q, able to flash away. Hecarim comes in, the charge!
Oh, is it double kill? Okay. But escapes a little bit. Looks like Blanc will probably finish him off.
Ooh, Vlad looking for the outplay. Gets the heal from
what?
Oh my god, Fizz comes from mid lane, saves his life, and kills the LeBlanc in the process.
What is that reverse kills, man? Anyways, they're pushing top lane for a bit.
That was actually very well played from the Vladimir. He waits in the bush until he gets his empowered Q to heal some of the health slot. Looks like there's a dive coming in here.
Oh, is that another one?
Aatrox.
Looks like Aatrox is not going to make it right now. Fizz was doing a lot of damage, but oh, turret shuts down. Is Vlad going to finish Aatrox off? Possibly not. Oh, he almost got it. Wait.
And the flash E comes through to kill the Aatrox. That was a bit of a misplay on red team right there, as they used both of their vulnerability spells at the start of that dive.
That is true, but he did have a high payment in exchange.
However, that Aatrox does get that shutdown on the Fizz, and we'll have to see what this Aatrox does with that small amount of gold. We'll see if he can push it any further.
Let's see right now. Do you feel like it's possible for them to get the Rift?
Most definitely. I think Vladimir, 4 kills now with the Spellbinder, he's gonna be very strong. I think he'll be able to out-duel the Aatrox, and that gives him top priority. So if they do look for the Rift Herald, the Vladimir will be the first to be able to respond to that. But it doesn't look like they're making any moves towards the Herald right now. They are still afraid of that LeBlanc. She does do quite a bit of damage. She's got her last chapter. Looks like they might look for a dive here in the bot lane. Fizz gets hooked in.
Looks like Blue Screen's not going to make it out alive at this point.
And there was just not enough
coming in. Get that Nautilus. Is that another kill? Looks like both junglers are fighting against each other at the moment. Fizz is going to help Graves get the kill on Hecarim.
A teleport comes out from Vladimir as well, but gets cancelled by that Aatrox, actually. Wasn't able to come down there and just clean up the other 2 kills. As they begin fighting in the top lane, Vladimir has to pull away. Aatrox still on the chase. Looks like he misses the second 2 Qs, but he does land the first one.
And it seems like he wasted his ult as well.
And that was really good actually from the blue team to try to stop that bleeding from
Yep.
that tower dive right there. Able to cancel that Vlad teleport, so he wasn't able to convert those into more kills for the red team right there.
Looks like Blitzkrieg's gonna try his best to defend bot lane.
And it looks like first item Hourglass for Fizz. Going to be able to tower dive a lot more often.
Considering how the game's going so far, I think Fizz is more like a daredevil at this point.
Little skirmishes here trying to clear vision. Nautilus gets hooked and misses his hook actually. Might go down here to the Jinx.
Flash, but Jinx misses the ult, unfortunately.
Yep.
Looks
He's
like
able to
Graves
flash
doesn't want to engage against the enemy team.
And it looks like they are vying for some dragon control here. Both top laners, no teleport. Looks like they're just gonna have to fight with their own devices down here. We'll see which team comes on top.
Yep.
Looks like they're just gonna get vision and back off the dragon.
I feel like Aatrox should probably back away since Fire has a lot of health, and his ult's coming. His ult is well, Aatrox's ult is coming in soon, but I feel it's gonna take some time.
Yeah. And he did get that Avarice Blade, so it does stop healing from Vladimir. It's gonna make it a lot rougher for him to regen his health in lane. However, he is very ahead of the Aatrox, so it doesn't seem like he'll be able to put too much pressure on him.
That is true.
And it looks like just the roam game from both the mid laners as they're both in the enemy. Is in the enemy jungle, trying to look for the long. Hecarim steps in front of the ultimate. Graves coming in from the side now. Hecarim ults, looks for the fear on
Fizz is
Fizz.
Helga.
Fizz has to pop his Hourglass. It looks like, will he be able to make it out?
Both of them running away, but the LeBlanc captures Graves, kills them. Hecarim's still on the chase right now, I'm gonna Fizz.
And actually
it's
Hecarim, yet again, holding on to that flash.
LeBlanc maybe trying? No, I feel it's a bit too dangerous for her to fight against Fizz right now.
Yeah, is able to distortion away to safety right there. And I feel
Anyway.
like Hecarim could have gotten that kill if he flashed after the Fizz. However, I wasn't sure if his was up yet again. He did Hourglass. Looks like he's going for the dive on the Hecarim. He's able to just ignite him and get away with the kill.
Looks like top lane has the red. Looks like red team pushed their first tower in top lane so far, and currently Vlad's chasing Aatrox. Aatrox flashes away though.
Yeah, and you can see that phase rush movement speed actually helped him catch up to that Aatrox. But it does look like top lane will be a very rough spot, right now,
Like
as that Vladimir is taking over that lane.
So I'm just curious about your opinion so far. So it looks like the red team is currently has to outplay against the blue team, but I feel like Blue Team has may have a chance to make a comeback. So what do you feel like you should probably improve on right now?
At this point, I think they need to work on slowing down the game a bit for the red team as they're just getting ahead. Maybe focus a bit of their resources into that LeBlanc and Jinx, and they'll just have to team fight it out. But it looks like there is an engage from Nautilus as Jinx oversteps, just gets blown up by the Xayah and Graves. Looking for
Blitzkrieg is still alive at the moment.
Yeah, and
Looks
earlier
like Hecarim is unable to help bot lane so far since the ADC has died.
And earlier we were talking about that Vladimir late game, how it was very scary. And red team has done a really good job accelerating that Vladimir to a point in the game where he is very strong right now. And I'm not sure if they can stop him at this point. They might need to buy a little bit more time for items on the blue team before they can
Oh, it looks like Blue's gonna try to steal that dragon, but unfortunately doesn't get it. And it looks like Fizz is about to have his next meal.
Looks like the blocks on the side though. Hecarim able to flash away, but Fizz, he's after them.
Oh, he's only
the Hourglass.
Looks like Fizz is still alive. He's abusing his ability. Oh, but LeBlanc shuts him down. Unfortunately, she gets killed by Graves.
Yeah. And quite unfortunate actually, as red team does secure the dragon. It puts blue team in a very rough spot, as now red team has the Infernal Drake, is able to do more damage overall.
Plus, you have the Ocean Drink as well to help them regain some health and mana.
And this is a rough spot for the blue team. However, if they do put enough resources into that LeBlanc, into that Jinx, I think that they do have some late game power. They can step up to the red team. As long as they lock down that Vladimir, they should be able to perhaps clean up the rest of the team with that Jinx.
That's true. Looks like Hector's gonna help top for a bit.
Opening for the gank makes Aatrox gets his Q. Aatrox pops, oh, lands the W.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
but that Hemo Plague actually comes
Oh.
out and kills the Aatrox. That's quite a lot of damage. And as I was talking about earlier, this Vladimir looks to be unstoppable with 5 kills under his belt and a Spellbinder. It looks like he's building up to his Rabadons as well. It's gonna be really hard to kill him. As they take more control of the map on the top side, red team seems to be in a very good position. Perhaps they might look for early Baron, as they do have the Xayah on 2 items. She does a lot of damage. However, they don't have any Earth Drakes, so it could be difficult to burst down that Baron as fast as possible. Looks like both mid laners gonna meet in that bush right there. LeBlanc gonna try to walk away.
But teleports away as well. Oh, Fizz misses his ult though, unfortunately.
I'm in a beautiful escape from that LeBlanc.
Looks like it might be an encounter of Vod and Hector. But I guess not.
Fizz with the re-engage actually does not get rooted by the Chompers and is able to get out alive. And in that fight, he actually held his flash too, so he will have flash up for this next fight. It looks like in the mid lane, might be able to flash on that Jinx and take her down before she can even get any damage off.
Looks like a team fight's gonna happen soon. But I feel like the red team's probably gonna eliminate Aatrox first, since he's only a good target to target.
Looks like they're going for him.
Yeah.
Aatrox pops the ultimate, lands the Q, re-engages on the Graves.
Hakim comes in with his ult, just dodges it though and kills Aatrox. Looks like there was a second meal.
And here comes the rest of the blue team as Graves gets hooked in, flashes out, Jinx gets hooked in, gets executed by the Fizz, and the Xayah in the back just cleans up that Blitzcrank after them.
There was a typical Fizz. Looks like no one, if I remember, is LeBlanc, and I think Fizz is getting thirsty right now. He probably wants that last kill.
And red team just in control of this game at the moment. They're able to get map objectives. They have map control all over the map. Looks like blue team is struggling to get wards on the top side of their map. Although they do have their bot side warded, there are no objectives down there for them to take. It's going to be very rough for blue team to make it back into this game.
And it seems like red team just got early Baron, so there might be a possibility that this might be it then.
And we'll just have to see if red team can hold it out, as the LeBlanc is getting a couple of kills. She has her Ludens completed. Looks like she might be building towards an hourglass. We'll just have to see if she can blow up that Xayah before the Xayah can get most of her damage off of the team.
Yeah.
And this is just a scary scaling comp from the red team, as they have not only Xayah, they have Fizz and Vladimir. There's so many targets for the blue team to focus down in these fights, and it's just really hard as not a lot of resources were given to them. And it looks like Aatrox is caught in the bot side. Fizz is able to just blow him up with his 23 stacks on Majai.
But as we saw earlier, like the Fizz with his keystone, he's doing a lot of burst damage.
That electrocute really playing into most of the damage he has. The red team able to siege the tower. It looks like blue team won't be able to stop these Baron empowered minions.
So in the meantime, blue team probably has to stall as much as they can right now, but it seems like Fizz is getting thirsty, trying to get at least a single kill.
Yeah, so on the blue team, they need to defend their base without getting picked out. So going into the jungle would not be advisable, but they do need vision on like dragon and other objectives. So they're in a really rough spot right now. It's really hard to count them out or count them in, but you have to know that their Jinx is able to carry if they put enough resources. Looks like Xayah getting hooked, gets shut down.
But Vlad's running with me right now, but we've gained so much health. Aatrox doing a decent poke. Knowledge pushes in, but it seems not to be enough damage. Looks like Fizz escaped LeBlanc's ult.
Ooh, and Graves snipes Jinx over the wall with that ultimate. Hecarim
Looks like Aatrox
unable to
is dead.
answer.
Yep.
And earlier blue team played that beautifully. However, red team just were able to re-engage and find the right picks.
Hmm.
See, they got a pick on the Xayah that was great. Like they did a fantastic job doing that. But it was just
Oh, it looks
that.
like.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, it looks
that's.
like Fizz does disconnect. But he is able
But like, but anyways, but so far, like blue team did a really good job taking out one of the ADCs on that enemy team. But I feel like they should probably target either Vlad or possibly Graves.
and
But
I do have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I know for sure that he should probably target Fizz since he has the most kills and fairly stacked.
And I do have to give credit to JR Boys, the Nautilus. He was able to ult the majority of their team, allowing Vladimir to disengage safely and then later re-engage with the rest of their team. But it does look like Jinx was not able to get that shutdown gold. She is still very behind in the game. I want to see them, our blue team, try to maybe funnel some of these shutdown kills into the Jinx, have her get a couple of items, and be ready to team fight when it comes next.
Looks like Fizz and the others gonna might dive in later.
And right now, it looks like red team is going to try to look for some picks so they can break open the top or the bot inhibitor towers, while blue team looks for picks to try to stall the game out.
But anywho, looks the red team's Baron bus is already gone.
Hmm.
But they still have the Dragon's blessings.
Yeah, and their wave clear is somewhat reliable. They do have the Aatrox Qs and the Jinx rockets. Let's see if they're able to defend against this bot lane push right here with the Xayah in the just walking up, hitting the tower. Let's see if they can do anything about it.
Looks like red team's gonna get the bot tower as well. And possibly the inhibitor, but it seems like blue team's
Oh,
fight.
and the fight breaks
Oh.
out. Xayah's in the back, just melting through these health bars. Looks like Hecarim fears most of them and flashes away with his life,
Oh,
but
no,
gets
gets
hooked by the
queued.
Nautilus hook.
Fizz comes in for the dive, possibly gonna get Jinx.
And it
And
looks
then
like
it's both. That's an ace.
that will be the game for the red team right here.
Red team really did a good job taking down the enemy team. And that's game.
And that is game.
But anyways, how do you feel about the game so far?
I thought that blue team definitely had a chance to come back in that game. They they went for some of the right picks. I have to commend them. They tried their best. But red team with their draft just very strong. They have the Vladimir, they have the Xayah, they have the Fizz. They have too many people for the blue team to lock down in that game.
Hmm. I feel as though that the red team has like a lot more tanks since you had Vlad and also Nautilus taking the
Hmm.
most damage as possible. Blue team on hand, they did a really good job early game, but I felt like you probably needed more vision and
Hmm.
mainly focus on the objectives. Like the dragon's probably a lot. The dragon would have actually helped it a little bit more.
Yeah, I do agree. If they did get that Ocean Drake, they would have been able to hold out on having those towers, being able to regen as the waves pushed in. But they do make some critical mistakes, and it cost them the game. I hate to say, but red team just played exceptionally well today.
Hmm. But overall, like the game, overall this game is it's will help the other teams improve the skills better, mainly for the blue team.
Hmm.
So hopefully they can probably learn from the mistakes and possibly improve on what to focus on mainly. The
Hmm.
main focus for the blue team I would recommend is pretty much, as I mentioned before, focus on objectives. Try to do your best to get at least a single or try to get any Drake as possible. And possibly award Baron since might be chances that if the team's really fed, they probably get Baron as possible.
Yeah, and with the drafts of Jinx and LeBlanc, I do recommend that they do try to funnel more resources into these like late game carries. I do feel like they could have been able to do something if the Jinx got a couple of the shutdown kills right there.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, that should be it for today. So thank you for everyone who's watching our video, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you very
Anyways,
much.
Dawes out.
I'm at too. This is Alex.